convenience. Start your career with our newly enhanced benefits package. Huhtamaki is a company that cares about its people and sustainability. Huhtamaki Incorporated are the makers of Chinet. Bring your family to ours and join the Huhtamaki team. For more information, visit huhtamaki.com or scan the QR code below. Dow's Quick Stop, 74 Western Avenue in Fairfield. Your one-stop shop for gas, food, beverages, and lottery tickets. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win a $20 gift card at Dow's.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Naturopathic medicine is a well-established system of medicine that works to achieve optimal health by striving to identify underlying causes of illness to help the body heal itself. A whole-body approach is taken to diagnose, prevent, and treat both acute and chronic conditions. A naturopathic doctor is a licensed specialist who works with patients to remove obstacles to their health, stimulate self-healing, strengthen weakened systems, use natural substances to restore, and prescribe pharmaceuticals as needed. Modalities used as treatment include therapeutic nutrition, stress management and education, vitamin and mineral supplementation, botanical medicine, and other dietary supplements. Each plan is individual as the doctor and patient work together to create their treatment plans. Conditions commonly treated include allergies, digestive issues, fatigue, chronic pain, sleep complaints, thyroid conditions, and hypertension. Contact Dr. Anna Froman in Benton and now in Brunswick, Maine to make your next appointment. 207-544-6786.
Hammond Lumber Company is looking for great people to join their team. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com.
Hannaford, your hometown grocery store, is hiring for all positions. Competitive pay, opportunity to advance, and much more. Apply online at hannaford.com and look for the job openings link. Aquarius Pools and Spa, 224 Augusta Road in Winslow. You deserve this. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration is a family-owned and operated business that was founded in 2002. We have a wide range of services, including heavy truck and trailer repair, chassis repair, refrigeration, and mobile AC, truck and trailer maintenance, and trailer sales. Located at 1020 Albion Road in Unity. No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins. On the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials.
Sure, there's more than one way to get the job done, but sometimes there's really no comparison. With all the power and versatility you'll ever need, you'll get more done in a day with Polaris.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity, your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa here. Whether you're working hard in school or working hard at the gym, you need a snack that works for you. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for Ignite Bars. Their keto-friendly protein bars are great on the way to practice or before class. You can visit ignitebars.com and use discount code AlyssaB10, that's ALYSSAB10 at checkout, and save 10%. Don't get hungry, get ignited.
Central Maine is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonskee Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. In addition to softball action, Mesa has organized a cornhole tournament to add an extra layer of excitement to the festivities. Friends and families can team up and compete for bragging rights in this friendly yet competitive game. The tournament isn't just about sports, it's about bringing the community together. Whether you're a die-hard softball fan, a food enthusiast, or someone looking for a weekend of fun, the 18th annual Mesa Triple Play Softball Tournament has something for everyone. Saturday promises a full day of pool games, and Sunday marks the elimination bracket, where teams will battle it out for glory and culminating in the crowning of champions. If you're looking to partner with Mesa for volunteer and fundraising for your group through the tournament, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson at 207-956-0327.
I'm Greg Glenn, Athlete Brand Advisor and CEO of Pliable. Are you tired of sending out emails to coaches and never hearing back? One key is sending an athlete recruiting video with your email. Here's how you can learn how to get yours. Visit pliablemarketing.com, take a look at all the athlete recruiting video options, see a sample video, plus frequently asked questions. All you have to do is visit pliablemarketing.com. Let's beat your competition and create your athlete recruiting video today.
Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today at epicview@yahoo.com.
Grab life by the bars and see how far you can go. Introducing Polaris Sportsman with Ride Command. Smart tech that displays your location and keeps track of friends even without cell service, so you can explore more of the great outdoors. Polaris, think outside.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity, your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729. CrossFit 137 is where everyday people can do constantly varied functional movements at high intensity. The workout is set to the person's current fitness level, which includes no fitness experience at all. Our philosophy is progress, not perfection. Our community is all-inclusive, always supportive, and we have lots of fun. Stop by CrossFit 137 at 295 Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville or call 680-6785. Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711. Central Maine is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonskee Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. This highly anticipated event promises not only thrilling softball matches across various age groups, but also a feast of delicious food from multiple food truck vendors and a fun-filled cornhole tournament for all attendees. For nearly 2 decades, Mesa has been a beacon of softball excellence, nurturing young talent and fostering a love for the sport among the community. One of the highlights of this year's tournament is the array of food truck vendors ready to tantalize your taste buds and satisfy cravings. From savory delights to sweet treats, attendees can indulge in a gastronomic adventure. If you are looking to partner with Mesa for volunteer or fundraising for your group through the tournament, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson, 207-956-0327.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
For more than 50 years, Kennebec Valley Community College has trained the people of Maine to enter high-demand, well-paying jobs. KVCC's cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art facilities ensure that our graduates are some of the most sought after in Maine. With our already low tuition and the free community college program for recent graduates, KVCC students join the workforce with little to no student loan debt. For more information, please visit us online at kvcc.me.edu or call 453-5822. North Country Car Wash and Laundromat is conveniently located at 10 Skowhegan Road in Fairfield. Our touchless automatic car wash is now available. We use the latest technology to provide a thorough and efficient cleaning of your vehicle. Discount packages now available. Come visit us today and give your car the love it deserves. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Recover 180 has organic hydration for today's athlete. Recover 180 sports drink improves performance and recovery before, during, and after training. Low-calorie, rapid rehydration, and it's certified USDA organic. That's what sets Recover 180 apart from the crowded sports drink category. Learn more at drinkrecover.com. Recover 180, proudly distributed by Valley Beverage. If you own a local Maine business, this message is for you. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win $1,000 in free advertising from Epic View Studios, the leader in local live streaming. Just scan the code with your camera app on your smartphone and fill in the information. Good luck and thanks for watching from Epic View Studios. Central Maine is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonskee Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. This year's tournament marks another milestone in this legacy, bringing together teams from across the region, from as far away as New Brunswick, Canada, all the way to New York, to compete in a spirit of camaraderie and sportsmanship. With various venues across Fairfield, Waterville, Winslow, Sydney, and Oakland set to witness the clash of young softball talents. This event promises a thrilling display of skill, determination, and sportsmanship. One of the highlights of this year's tournament is the array of food truck vendors ready to tantalize your taste buds and satisfy cravings. From savory delights to sweet treats, attendees can indulge in a gastronomic adventure. Participating vendors include 207 Foodies, Riley's Wish, M&M's Ice Cream, I'd Wrap That, Pork's Barbecue Pit LLC, Nate and Ollie's Ice Cream, and many more, ensuring there's something for every palate. For more information, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson at 207-956-0327.
is about to start, but before the action begins, did you know your business or organization can advertise on Epic View Studios? That's right, your ad could appear on local sports broadcasts to attract new customers from around Maine and around the world. Advertising on Epic View Studios provides a great return on investment and can build brand awareness for your company and keep you top of mind with your customers. If you're interested in learning more and entering to win a free video commercial, scan the QR code on the screen and enter today. Before the broadcast begins, hold your cell phone camera up to the QR code and get all the information. Be sure to act quickly, sponsorship space is limited, and the contest is for a limited time only. Epic View Studios would like to thank our current sponsors who've made today's broadcast possible. This allows fans from around Maine and around the world to watch games for free. So thank you. Now it's time for more exciting action here on Epic View Studios. Enjoy the game.
Good afternoon, high school sports fans, and welcome into Epic View Studios' presentation of Lawrence High School baseball. Today at Kai's Field, we have the Lawrence Bulldogs taking on the Gardiner Tigers. Lawrence comes in 9-1 on the season, number 1 in Class B North. Gardiner, 15th ranked in Class B South with a 4-5 record. Today's game brought to you by Huhtamaki Packaging, now hiring at huhtamaki.com. Pliable Marketing. Create your athlete recruiting video today. Visit pliablemarketing.com. Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity. Hammond Lumber Company online at hammondlumber.com. Aquarius Pools and Spas, Augusta Road in Winslow. Dow's Quick Stop, Western Avenue in Fairfield. Kennebec Valley Community College online at kvcc.me.edu. Hannaford Supermarket and Pharmacy at the Elm Plaza in Waterville. Dr. Anna Froman in Benton. Call 544-6786. Northeast Analytical China Road in Winslow. Family First Funeral Homes online at dsfuneral.com. CrossFit 137 in Waterville. Visit CrossFit137.com. Dixon's Family Market in Benton. Ignite Bars, protein bars for athletes. Visit ignitebars.com and use promo code ALYSSAB10. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration 948-5700. Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Call 810-2255. North Country Car Wash and Laundromat, 10 Skowhegan Road in Fairfield. The Messalonsky Area Youth Softball Association. Gage Johnson, myself, and Greg from Pliable. Greg, your last name is escaping me. Greg Glenn. How did I not know that? I'm getting old, that's it. And actually sitting in for Greg right now, we got a rookie in here. We got Brian Leary is coming in here from Chase Toys to talk a little baseball and talk a little Chase Toys. Chase Toys out on the Thorndike Road in Unity. They are our Precision Player of the Game sponsor. Brian, welcome into the booth.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We got the Bulldogs taking on the Gardiner Tigers. We talked a little bit off air about Gardiner comes in 4-5, 15th. The reason they're 15th in B South is because they haven't beat anybody. 2-17 record against the two teams they've beaten, Erskine and Madomic. Lawrence comes in, and Brian is a Lawrence grad, so he's pretty psyched about this. Number 1 in Class B North, and this is a legit team that's got a shot to go all the way. And they've threatened the last couple of years, Brian. They got to the the Northern Maine. They used to call it Eastern Maine. They got to the Northern Maine semifinal twice. Actually, 2 years ago, I think they got to the final. And they've threatened to win Class B. And this year, I think they got the arms to do it.
It'll be. I'm glad to be able to get a chance to watch them today. We had a couple of the boys over to do some spring cleanup for me, and they were talking about their season and how it was going, so I was excited to come out.
Wouldn't happen to be Braden Littlefield, would it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, you know why he cleaned you up? Because I asked him to take care of my lawn. He hasn't been always. He prioritized you. Wait till I see that little so-and-so. So is it him and who's the other kid?
Wilson.
Yeah, Gavin Wilson. They got a good little business going there. So I'm going to have to talk to you off air, find out what he charged you, make sure he's not sticking it to me. Starting lineups are brought to you by Recover 180 Organic Hydration for today's athlete. Recover 180 sports drink improves performance and recovery before, during, and after training. Low-calorie, rapid rehydration, and certified USDA organic sets Recover 180 apart from the crowded sports drink category. Learn more online at drinkrecover.com. Recover 180, proudly distributed by Valley Beverage. So, for the Gardiner Tigers, they will start out with Jake Farnham, the shortstop, bats leadoff. Gavin White bats second. The second baseman, Zach Reed, the third baseman, bats third. Dylan Farnham, the catcher, batting cleanup. Gage McGrain, the pitcher, bats fifth. Alex Roy, the first baseman, bats sixth. Tegan Gilpatrick, batting seventh in left field. Chase Burgess, the center fielder, bats eighth. And Dana Roberts bats ninth, the right fielder for the Gardiner Tigers. For the Bulldogs, defensively, left to right in the outfield, they will have Maddox Santone in left. Center fielder Gavin Wilson. Right fielder is Braden Littlefield. The third baseman, Jacob Frazee. The shortstop, Mike Hamlin. Second baseman, Cole Curian. And the first baseman is Gavin Lunt. And behind the plate, Cam Dostie. And on the mound, getting his first start of the year, Zach Hill for the Bulldogs. Talking to Coach Pelletier before the game, he said that Zach has come off the bench a couple of times and pitched some pretty strong innings for the Bulldogs, and he said, I'm going to give him a shot, see what he can do from the starting position today. Here comes the first pitch, right up the middle, and going to be a base hit up the middle for Farnham to start it off for Gardiner. So, Brian, what's going on over at Chase Toys these days? A lot of people obviously working on their lawns and garden. What do we got what's the big seller this year?
The spring is kind of exploded. The lawn and garden equipment, whether it be Toro or Husqvarna, people are coming out in droves to get it.
You like it. First pitch strike. Yeah, we finally got some weather. We're hoping that this kind of weather hangs for a little while this summer, because it was a bad summer last year.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Was it a summer? I don't know if it was.
It wasn't very good.
This is grounded foul quickly. 0-2 to Gavin White, the second baseman. Zach Reed, the third baseman, waits on deck. Yeah, we get a chance. I got to tell you my Husqvarna story. I had a Husqvarna chainsaw years ago, and boy, what a great piece of equipment that was.
Hopefully it treated you.
I'll tell you how I lost it. It's a ball of pie. Let's just say I lost it in a divorce.
That's not good. We could probably hook you up in a new one.
Well, I'm going to tell you about that one too. My wife's been harassing me about getting a chainsaw. So here's a fly ball fairly deep to left, but way foul. 2-2. Yeah, she keeps saying, we keep having these little things around, because I don't have a lot of land, but these little things happen around the house. She's like, well, you need a chainsaw. It's like, I don't really need it all the time, but whenever I need it, I can't get one. So I think I'm going to have to just break down and buy one. I'll be out soon. Ball up high, runner goes, and he's going to be in there safely. White steals second. 2-2 the count to, Farnham steals second. Gavin White works the count to 2-2. Hill working from the stretch. Gets the sign, comes to the belt. Kicks and deals. Ball up high, full count. Gavin White has come back from an 0-2 count and worked it back to full. Here comes the 3-2 from Hill. He got him outside corner. First strikeout, first out of the game. It's going to bring up Zach Reed, the third baseman. Gardiner comes in 4-5 on the season, Class B South, ranked 15th. Lawrence number 1 in Class B North. A long look by Hill, this one up and in, 1-0. So, Brian, is it more the riding lawnmower versions do you sell, or you sell more of the push mowers? Or?
At this point, the general public seems to really like the zero-turn lawnmower. It's reduces your time probably approximately 30%.
Wow.
Free time is good time, so.
Does it have a cup holder?
If it did, it would probably be full of grass.
Hill with the 1-0. Outside corner strike. Cam Dostie went out and talked to Zach Hill. One of the issues on Friday in the 11-1 loss to Skowhegan was the pitchers were so amped up, the adrenaline, they really were overthrowing, and it caused a lot of walks that really hurt Lawrence. And I think Cam Dostie was trying to avoid that here with Hill. Obviously making his first start, he's going to be amped up a little bit.
Anytime you get that first opportunity, you little nerves going on.
No doubt. And pitching is all about mechanics. You don't have to overthrow. Just make sure you stay within yourself. Here comes the 2-1, up high, 3-1. Dylan Farnham, the catcher, waits on deck. Talking to head coach Charlie Lawrence before the game, he said, we got some bats on this team. Our pitching has been the issue. There's a strike. 3-1. Zach Reed thought he had ball 4. He might regret that trying to go down to first. Those umpires don't like to get shown up too good. Hill with the 3-1. Outside corner, he missed. Loses him. First walk of the game for Hill. It's going to bring up Farnham, the catcher. How about in the trimmers, Brian? Is it Toro the go-to out there?
Toro doesn't. They only have a battery-powered trimmer at this point.
Yeah.
So we sell a pile of Husqvarna trimmers. And
so people don't. Yeah, I went to a battery one a couple years ago. I just got tired of the gas one, and I had so many. I still have it, and I had a lot of problems with the battery itself. But it seems to be working a little bit better this year. But
I think the
1-1
quality of battery tools has come a long ways, and I think there's still more room for improvement as time goes on.
Those Husqvarna just do the gas-powered ones?
No, they have a battery line
Okay.
as well.
Here comes the 1-1, up and in, 2-1. Gage McGrain, the pitcher, waits on deck for Gardiner. Here it comes. Ball's lifted. Curian settles in under it. Unfield fly rule is in effect. First out of the inning. I'm sorry, second out of the inning. First out was the strikeout. So 2 down. It's going to be up to McGrain with runners at first and second. Hill from the stretch. Gets the sign. Hit the third. And easy tag out there by the third baseman. So Gardiner leaves 2 runners on at the end of the first half inning. No score.
Rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Looking for a new job or seasonal work? Hutamaki in Waterville is now hiring, starting at $21.87 per hour. Join Hutamaki, a company that prides itself in food safety and convenience. Start your career with our newly enhanced benefits package. Hutamaki is a company that cares about its people and sustainability. Hutamaki Incorporated are the makers of Chinet. Bring your family to ours and join the Hutamaki team. For more information, visit hutamaki.com or scan the QR code below.
McDougall, Brian Leary, and Gage Johnson in the Huhtamaki Packaging Broadcast Center. Brian here from Chase Toys. Brian, how long have you been with, you said we were talking off air, you started working at Chase Toys, and then you and your partner, what's your partner's name?
Josh.
Josh.
Yep, we, as time transitioned along, we assumed ownership in the 3 to 5 year time frame years ago.
So what's been the biggest change from going from employee to employer?
Managing the employee.
Yeah. I knew the answer, by the way.
We're fortunate. We have a great staff. They show up and come to work and do their deeds, and we're very fortunate in that sense.
That's awesome. Starting lineups brought to you by Recover 180. Recover 180 sports drink improves performance and recovery before, during, and after training. Low-calorie, rapid rehydration, and certified USDA organic sets Recover 180 apart from the crowded sports drink category. Learn more online at drinkrecover.com. Recover 180 proudly distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston. The Bulldogs will send Cole Kirian up to lead it off. Cam Dostie bats second. Jacob Frazee hits third. Maddox Santone will clean it up. Mike Hamlin bats fifth. Gavin Wilson bats sixth. Zach Hill, the pitcher, bats seventh. Braden Littlefield hitting eighth, and Gavin Lunt hitting ninth. McGrain with the first pitch, ball one. Cole Kirian having a really, really good year this year. Has been hitting the ball very well, playing a stellar defense, and doing everything you want a leadoff hitter to do, getting on base and scoring runs. There's a strike. McGrain popping the mitt on a good pace. The wind blowing out a little bit, kind of blowing in our faces here, but it is blowing out a little bit. It's 310 down the line and right, and 325 down the line and left. Ball is ripped to short. Hopper. Up and over for the out. It looked a lot tougher than it was for Jake Farnham. It was a charity hop right to his belt. But again, the Bulldogs hit it right on the button and have nothing to show. One out. It's going to bring up Cam Dostie. Dostie, the catcher. In tight, ball one. Yeah, you know, when I talk to owners, in my other job, working for Valley, I talk to a lot of owners, a lot of store managers and stuff, and that's always the biggest thing, is dealing with the employee. If you have a good staff like you're talking about, you're very fortunate, because I'll tell you, there's a lot of businesses out there that are struggling.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a blessing in that sense. The great core group of people, and we're thankful every day.
Here comes the 1-1, fouled straight back. Look out! Greg almost got one in the chops. 1-2 the count to Dostie. Jacob Frazee, the third baseman, waits on deck. Outfield playing fairly shallow to center, and Dostie hammers it to center, but the center fielder gets over there and makes a nice running. Oh no, it got by him.
It fell out of his glove.
Oh, so it looked like he was going to make the catch. Good catch there, Brian. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. You can see he kind of lackadaisical threw his glove out there, and maybe that cost him there. That's going to be an E8 for Mr. Dostie, who's standing on second. That's going to bring up Jacob Frazee. Swing and a miss. Big swing by Frazee. I thought the center fielder, Chase Burgess, was playing kind of shallow, but geez, he got a good jump on the ball, but just didn't come up with it.
It definitely looked like he was going to catch it, but I don't know if it hit the tip of the glove, or next thing I saw it rolling on the ground.
1-1 the count to Frazee. Maddox Santone waits on deck. One out, two base error. Dostie on second. Ball is slapped to the right side. Going to get out of play. 1-2 the count. So anything new and exciting this year from either Husqvarna or Toro?
Much the same. I mean, they just keep working on their quality, and we're very thankful for that.
Oh, it's hit up the middle, but the shortstop is playing Frazee right there, and he makes the play. 2 outs, but Dostie moves up on the out. Now, is Husqvarna still mostly chainsaws?
No, they have a complete line of lawnmowers. They're probably one of the few that still have a traditional riding type tractor to complement their zero-turn line.
Ball is popped up. Catcher ranging over, first baseman ranging over, and it just falls right out of their reach. But I mean, from a sales standpoint, do they sell mostly? Do you sell mostly the chainsaws, or is it?
No,
well?
it's a pretty even match. I mean, we sell a variety of their products, from trimmers to chainsaws to riding mowers, zero-turn mowers.
Yep.
They're probably the most balanced portion of what we do.
Santone trying to deliver the run. He hits it up the middle, and the second baseman makes the play. No, it got under his glove. And Maddox Santone delivers a clutch RBI single. Here's the instant replay. Diving attempt by the second baseman, Gavin White. He couldn't come up with it. Instant replay brought to you by Dirigo Vet Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. Dr. Matt Townsend back in town to take care of your pets. Ball is hit. Santone was off on the pitch. Now, you mentioned you have a few female pets at home, Brian. Do you who do you see for the vet?
We have a split household. They two of them go to Waterville, and the other one goes to Winslow.
Oh, okay. Do you know Dr. Townsend when he opened up the place in Fairfield here?
I haven't met the gentleman.
Yeah, great doctor.
Nice.
He treats your pet like a human, actually. You know. Here, Santone off. Oh, perfect hit and run.
Nice.
Santone took off, and the shortstop moved over to cover, and Hamlin hit it right where he wasn't. So a little something going here with 2 outs for the Bulldogs. First and second, it's going to bring up Gavin Wilson. Beautiful day for baseball. A little chilly with the wind, but barely a cloud in the sky. Fouled straight back. Zach Hill waits on deck. Wilson, the center fielder. Ball outside. You know this young man. He did a little work around your house. The Wilson Littlefield LLC came out and did a little cleaning around the house for you.
Yes, they did.
Hard working, the young man. There's a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman up with it, and he makes the play to end the inning, but not before the Bulldogs get on the board with an RBI single from Maddox Santone. 2 hits, 1 run scores, and 2 runners left on base at the end of 1. 1-0 Bulldogs.
74 Western Avenue in Fairfield. Your one-stop shop for gas, food, beverages, and lottery tickets. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win a $20 gift card at Dow's.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers, with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
McDougall, Gage Johnson, and Brian Leary, our guest color man from Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road. In Unity, they have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb Apparel, plus Toro, Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available on the Thorndike Road in Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com. They bring you our precision play of the game. And Brian, we're talking about the ATVs off the air. You get the four-wheelers. That's a big seller this time of year.
It is definitely the time of year. The next 6 months, people have all kinds of uses, whether it be fun or work, or but they're a solid piece of equipment.
Now, do you guys do the work on them as well?
Yes, our service department is probably one of the best around, in my opinion. They do a great job keeping people out on the trails.
Oh, that's huge. Gardiner will send Alex Roy, Tegan Gilpatrick, and Chase Burgess to the plate to face Zach Hill. Roy, the first baseman. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Yeah, it's funny, when you're younger and you don't have as much money, you try to look for the cheapest option. And now, my father always used to say, you get what you pay for. And I'm always looking fouled off. I'm always looking for, first I like to buy local, and then I always like to buy someplace that I know if I have an issue, I can go and see somebody and they can fix it.
As I've matured a bit, I look more for service and the local, much as you just suggested.
There's so many big chains out there, and they control a lot of the pricing, and I'll pay an extra $50 or $100 just to stay local.
Absolutely. We're thankful that people do.
It to the right side. Poor Alex Roy, he tripped over the white line, I think. But nice job by Kirian ranging over to his left to make that play. And Alex Roy, he didn't get hurt. I think he was just embarrassed. He laid there for a minute or so. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay.
I wasn't certain what happened.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to be a nominee for the precision play of the game brought to you by Chase Toys. Here's a ground ball to third. Frazee up with it, and good play at first by Lunt. Had to jump up a little bit to get that one. Plenty of time. 2 quick outs here in the second inning. It's going to bring up Chase Burgess, the center fielder. 1-0 Bulldogs here in the second. Gardiner, 15th ranked in Class B South. Lawrence, number 1 in Class B North. There's a strike. Zach Hill throwing pretty hard. Popping that mitt. Outfield pretty much straight away. Littlefield a little bit deep and right. 1-1 the count. Hill kicks and deals. Hit down the line. It's going to be a fair ball, base hit. Santone collects and gets it in quickly. The second hit of the game for Gardiner. I was actually surprised how far off the line Frazee was playing. As a right-handed hitter, you're going to not necessarily hug the line, but a little bit closer. But that's going to bring up Dana Roberts, the right fielder. It's hit down the line. It's going to get out of play. Instant replay brought to you by Dirigo Veterinary Care, intimate caring and cutting-edge facilities for all your pet care needs. Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, right next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. Quick throw over. Pretty good lead at first by Burgess, but he's back easily. Zach Hill keeping him close. There's a strike. So Brian, do you find that the Polaris ATVs, are they, you mentioned they're recreation and for work, you know, how does it break down? Is it more recreation or more work, or?
I find it comical. Most people come in with the intention of putting it to work, but then they go out on a trail ride and find that they've created themselves a new hobby, and they'll probably the recreation side outweighs the work side.
Leans more that way. Fly ball to left to Santone to end the inning. So Gardiner leaves a man on, 1 hit, no runs, and 1 left on base at the end of 1.5. 1-0 Lawrence.
Is a well-established system of medicine that works to achieve optimal health by striving to identify underlying causes of illness to help the body heal itself. A whole-body approach is taken to diagnose, prevent, and treat both acute and chronic conditions. A naturopathic doctor is a licensed specialist who works with patients to remove obstacles to their health, stimulate self-healing, strengthen weakened systems, use natural substances to restore, and prescribe pharmaceuticals as needed. Modalities used as treatment include therapeutic nutrition, stress management and education, vitamin and mineral supplementation, botanical medicine, and other dietary supplements. Each plan is individual as the doctor and patient work together to create their treatment plans. Conditions commonly treated include allergies, digestive issues, fatigue, chronic pain, sleep complaints, thyroid conditions, and hypertension. Contact Dr. Anna Froman in Benton and now in Brunswick, Maine to make your next appointment. 207-544-6786.
Zach Hill to start things off for the Bulldogs. It'll be Hill, Braden Littlefield, and Gavin Lunt, 7, 8, 9, to face Gage McGrain, big right-hander for Gardiner. Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson, and Brian Leary. Brian from Chase Toys sitting in for a few innings to talk a little shop and enjoy a little baseball with us. There's a strike from McGrain, quickly 1 and 2. McGrain, swing and a miss. Well, I guess it was 1 strike, so now it's 1 and 2. That ball was up around Hill's eyeballs. Really helped McGrain out. McGrain comes to the belt working. I've seen a lot of pitchers this year, Brian, working from the stretch all the time, which is interesting. You know, you'd think that, you know, you'd work from the, you know, from the windup, you know, when there's no runners on base, but I don't know if it's got to be a comfort level. Probably fouled right off the mask of the umpire. Ouch.
At this point, I'm sure for a lot of them, it's, you know, what they're comfortable with and repetition. And
no question. Well, Brian, one of the owners from Chase Toys, and I got to tell you, Brian, we really appreciate the local advertisers, the ones that make it possible to bring these games. And I run into people all the time that tell me that, you know, really appreciate what you guys do. And, you know, I have family that's living in Texas or wherever, and they get a chance to see my son or daughter play, and all down low, Hill walks.
I get similar comments, you know, through social media late night. I'll get a message from somebody's uncle that's out west somewhere, and he got to watch his nephew play. And
right.
It's a great thing to be involved with.
Well, we really appreciate you. Hill with a leadoff walk. Here's Littlefield. Braden had a stellar football season this year. I think he was first team all defense in KVAC. There's a ball. It's ripped to right field. Right fielder backs up and makes the play. One down. That's going to bring up Lunt, the first baseman. I was talking to Coach Pelletier before the Waterville game a few weeks, or last week I think it was, and he was talking about how many arms he has on the, how many pitchers he has, and he said, a lot of kids I'm getting a chance to pitch this year that haven't been able to the last couple of years because they've had a couple of aces over the last couple of years. Here's the 1-0, and Gavin Luntz, one of them the other day, he came in the Skowhegan game, and for Littlefield, when Littlefield was struggling with his control, and just shut the door on Gardiner for like 2.5 innings, and I said, where's this been for the last couple of years? Right. It's the first time I'd seen him pitch.
Oh, no kidding.
In doing the games the last couple of years, but he's really good a lefty too, which is,
that
tough against left-handed hitting.
It throws a different element to the left-handed hitter for sure.
And he walks him. Well, Lawrence has a little something going here. First and second, one out, going back to the top of the order to Cole Curie, and he grounded out a two-hopper to the shortstop in the first inning. First and second, bottom of the second, 1-0 Bulldogs. This one's up and in, ball one. Hudamaki and Waterville is now hiring, looking for a new job or seasonal work starting at $21.87 an hour. Join Hudamaki, a company that prides itself in food safety and convenience. There's a strike. Start your career with great benefits in a company that cares about its people and sustainability. Hudamaki Inc., the makers of Chinette, bring your family back to our family. For more information, visit hudamaki.com. We're in the Hudamaki Packaging Broadcast Center here. Up and in, 2-1. Good hitters count here for Kirian. He's very adept with the bat. Can go the other way, can hit and run. All kinds of options here for Coach Pelletier. Comes the 2-1. There's a strike. Cam Dostie, the catcher, waits on deck. Reached on an error his first time up and scored the only Bulldog run. 1-2, 2 outs. Oh, nobody out, I should say. Oh, 1 out, I'm sorry. Kirian hit by a pitch. Takes one for the team. That's going to load him up for the big fella. I was doing the Waterville game the other day, and Dostie, I think he thought he hit it out because he didn't run too fast. Hit off the base of the fence. He ended up with a long single. And then they took him out for a pinch runner. I said, boy, Cam had such a long run to first base, had to bring in a pinch runner for him. Ball is hit to the right side, and it's going to get foul. So I know it's not snowmobile season, Brian, but you have a really good line of snowmobiles out there too.
Yes, Ski-Doo has done a wonderful job in recent years.
Grounded to the pitcher. Nice play by McGrain. And he's going to get the out at first. That easily could have got by McGrain, but he came off the mound quickly. A run scores on the fielder's choice. And there's now 2 outs. Zach Hill comes in to score. Here's Frazee, who grounded out to the shortstop. His first time up. Second and third. 2 down. 2-0 Bulldogs. Up and in, 2-0. Yeah, there really wasn't a chance to do much riding this past winter, that's for sure. It was a brutal
It was a
winter
tough,
for
cruel
winter sports. I had a couple of friends of mine that I've never been into snowmobiling much myself, but a couple of buddies of mine that love it, that just bought machines a couple of years ago or a year ago and never even took them out of the garage.
I've got a couple of those myself.
Ball is pop fouling out of play.
More miles on the trailer than on the snowmobile.
Right. Two and 2 the count. to Frazee. 2 outs here. Second inning, 2-0. Two's a wild. Here it comes. Curveball hangs outside. Boy, it had a nice little tight spiral to it. Good bender there from McGrain, but just outside. Count goes full. Here it comes. Ball is popped up foul again. Frazee hangs in there. We're in the second inning. Bulldogs leading the Tigers 2-0. McGrain comes to the belt. Kicks and deals. Ball 4, he walked him. Third walk of the inning. If he gets out of this with just 1 run, that's a victory.
That'd be a win for sure.
I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of struggles throwing strikes this year. Multiple games where teams have had 12, 13 walks in their pitching staff. You know, it's just important to throw strikes sometimes, you know. Let your defense do the work. This ball is lifted to right field. That's a perfect example right there. Throw a strike and you get an out. So the Bulldogs leave them loaded, but they get a run. And after 2, it's 2-0 Lawrence. Back after this.
Hammond Lumber Company is looking for great people to join their team. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com.
Hannaford, your hometown grocery store, is hiring for all positions. Competitive pay, opportunity to advance, and much more. Apply online at hannaford.com and look for the job openings link. Aquarius Pools and Spa, 224 Augusta Road in Winslow. You deserve this. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration is a family-owned and operated business that was founded in 2002. We have a wide range of services, including heavy truck and trailer repair, chassis repair, refrigeration, and mobile AC, truck and trailer maintenance and trailer sales. Located at 1020 Albion Road in Unity.
Field, Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson, and Brian Leary here in the Huhtamaki Packaging Broadcast Center. Brian sitting in for a few innings, talk a little Chase Toys, our precision play of the game. What do you think of this first start by young Zach Hill so far, Brian?
Boy, he's been doing a nice job. Few strikes and limited hits. It's been a good outing so far.
Yeah, we were talking about that before we went to break about throwing strikes and how important it is. And he's been, you know, other he struggled a little bit in the first couple of hitters there, and Cam Dostie, being the captain, calming influence, went out and had a little chat with him, and there's a line drive base hit by Farnham, his second hit of the game. And it seemed to settle him down. He's been throwing strikes since then. Gavin White, he had struck out looking his first time up. 2-0 Bulldogs here in the third. Hill. Up high, ball 1. Farnham singled and stole a base in the first inning. He gets caught leaning, but gets back quickly. He's got some wheels over there. Looks like he was getting ready to steal. Hill takes a quick look over. And he takes it, throws again. Farnham back in easily. It's Farnham, Gavin White, Zach Reed, the top of the order here for the Tigers in the third. He goes. Dostie throws down, and it's going to be not in time. Second stolen base of the game for Farnham. Gardiner, man in scoring position with nobody out. ball is ripped to left field, and it's going to get down in front of Santoni. Quickly throws to third. Did they get him? No, just gets under the tag.
That was close.
Very close play at third. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care. You decide. And it looks like the tag was a little high, and Farnham got in safely just underneath it. Our instant replay is brought to you by Dirigo Veterinary Care on 14 Commons Drive in Waterville. So first and third for the Tigers, nobody out. That's going to bring up Zach Reed. Reed walked his first time up. Ball hangs outside 2-0. Let's see if Coach Charlie Lawrence has anything going here for the Tigers. I think at least have a steal here to try to get him in scoring position. There he goes. Dostie throws back to third instead of second, so defensive indifference on that. It's not a stolen base. Second and third, nobody out. Hill comes to the belt, kicks and deals. Strike, outside corner. Dylan Farnham, the catcher, waits on deck. 2-2 the count here in the third inning. Way up high, 3-2. Hill was able to pitch out of a little bit of a jam in the first inning. See if he can pitch out of this jam. Swing and a miss, he got him. Big strikeout there to get an out for Hill, his second strikeout of the game. Second and third for the Tigers. Farnham grounded to the second baseman and then proceeded to fall flat on his face as he was running, tripped on the box on the white line on the way out. Fell down and just laid there for a minute just to collect himself. He lays one down. Hill looks back to third. The runner is going to go, and he scores. I think that was a planned play there by the Tigers to able to cut the deficit in half with that play. An excellent bunt by Farnham. It was right to Hill. Hill fielded it perfectly, but got the out. And as soon as he threw it, Farnham was taken off of the plate. Up and in. Man on at third. White moves up to third on the fielder's choice. 2 outs here. Up and away, 2-0. So, Brian, if I have not a lot of things that I need cutting with a chainsaw, but I need a chainsaw, what's your recommendation?
Most of the, I would probably do something in the 440, 450 range. And if you had limited cutting, I mean, even the new battery-powered chainsaws fit for the person that doesn't have much need for one.
Yeah, I don't have any big trees I got to cut down, but I got to, some stuff that I need to trim back every now and then. And
the occasional blow down or a limb or what have you. Yeah, yep. No, the battery stuff has come such a long ways that it would be a nice tool to have in the toolbox.
Comes a pitch from Hill, grounded into the hole. Hamlin up with it, long throw across the diamond. Safe. Boy, I thought he got him. The umpire right on top of it. And McGrain beats out the infield hit. It was a tough play. You see the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. It was a deep throw. And Hamlin didn't get rid of it quickly either. A great stretch by Lunt, but They beat it out to tie the game at 2. Popped up between second and center field, and Curian makes the play. But Gardiner gets the 2 runs back and ties this thing up at the end of 2.5. We're tied at 2.
No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins. On the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials.
Sure, there's more than one way to get the job done. But sometimes, there's really no comparison. With all the power and versatility you'll ever need, you'll get more done in a day with Polaris.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity. Your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729.
Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson, and guest colorman Brian Leary from Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity. Our precision play of the game sponsor. So I got to tell you my Husqvarna story before you leave, Brian. I bought a chainsaw. We're talking 1980, 85. I think you were junior in high school. I just got married. It's my first wife. And we bought a piece of land out in Belgrade, and I bought a Husqvarna chainsaw. There used to be a lawn and garden place on Route 27 at the end of the Pond Road, right on the left there. And I bought the chainsaw. By the way, might as well talk a little baseball while we're doing it. Hamlin, Wilson, and Hill for the Bulldogs. So I bought an acre of land, and I was going to clear it myself. And boy, I got really good with that chainsaw, swing and a miss. I could drop a tree pretty much wherever I wanted. It was kind of neat. It was a great saw. Then I got divorced, and I didn't take it with me. I should have taken it with me when I left, but I left it there at the house. And swing and a miss by Hamlin, 1 and 2. I went to go get it, and it was gone. And she sold it on me. So.
Yeah.
So probably have to come out and see you and get a new one.
Probably if you had it, it'd still be running.
Yeah, I bet it would be. There's a pop-up foul. First baseman ranging over. Makes the play just in front of the Bulldog dugout. That was Alex Roy. Hamlin had a single his first time up. Yeah, so I've always been a fan of the Husqvarna chainsaws. Boy, that was a great saw.
They definitely make a nice piece there.
Here's Wilson, who grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Zach Hill, the pitcher, waits on deck. Tied at 2 here in the third inning. Bottom of the third. Grounded towards the right side. It stays fair, I believe. And the first baseman juggled it, but then came up with it for the out. 3 unassisted if you're scoring at home. Here's Zach Hill. Hill walked and scored one of the 2 Bulldog runs in the game back in the second inning. That was the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Dr. Matt Townsend back in town. Take care of your pets. I had my dog Lila. Went over to see him last week, and he spent like swing and a miss. Spent like 25 minutes, my wife said, with her. Just kind of he didn't know her when we he had already moved on from a hometown vet when we got her, and she was in the birth canal a little too long, so you get an idea what we're dealing with here. We took her to a one of those training places. She was supposed to be there for 4 weeks, fouled at the plate, and she was there for 10 weeks. And the guy called us after 10 weeks and said, I can't do anything, I'm sorry. so she's a little touched. But Dr. Townsend had her nice and calm, and he's just a genius with pets.
It's great to have somebody look after your pets. We all treat them like family.
Yeah. Ball down low to Hill. 2 outs here in the third. Tied at 2. The Bulldogs went up 2-0. A run in the first and run in the second. Gardiner tied it up last inning with 3 hits. Ball up high. Hill's going to get a 2-out walk. It's going to bring up Braden Littlefield, who flew out fairly deep to right his first time up. As I was saying, when Braden was up last time, all conference linebacker this year, had a great year at linebacker for what was a great year for the Bulldogs in football. Went to the state championship game, ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw there with Kennebunk. Up and in, ball 1, and weren't able to close out the deal, but really good year for just Lawrence sports in general. The girls basketball had a good season. The boys basketball made the playoffs. Baseball's having a good year. Football had a great year.
Collectively, all the sports have done reasonably well in recent times.
There hasn't been a long period of time in Lawrence sports where they haven't been good at something, right?
They'll usually pick up one season or another.
Yeah. It's one thing I noticed about when I first moved to this town is the passion for sports in this town. It runs deep. Fouled at the plate. When I first moved here, my nephews played PAL football, and I remember going to the PAL football games, and there was 400 people there. Going, jeez, these people are serious, and they weren't like, "Oh, it's okay, Jimmy," to make it. No,
it was serious.
Yeah. That ball is hammered to center field. Center fielder goes back, camps under it, and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, 1 man left on base at the end of 3, 2-2. Bulldogs and Gardiner tied. And Brian, we appreciate you coming in, and we appreciate again your sponsorship of local sports. It really makes a difference in us being able to bring these games to people, and we'll have the Chase Toys precision play of the game at the conclusion of this game. So again, appreciate you coming in.
Awesome. I appreciate the opportunity.
And we're going to have Greg step in to take over the color man duties. And Brian, if we ever need anybody, keep your phone handy. You never know.
Thanks so much. I'll bring a little color next time.
Take care. Thanks, Brian.
Whether you're working hard in school or working hard at the gym, you need a snack that works for you. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for Ignite Bars. Their keto-friendly protein bars are great on the way to practice or before class. You can visit ignitebars.com and use discount code ALYSSAB10, that's ALYSSAB10 at checkout, and save 10%. Don't get hungry, get ignited.
Field, Rick Dougal, Gage Johnson, and Greg Glynn. He's watching the game for a little while, and now he's stepping in to take over the color duties. And Ryan Leary from Chase Toys on the Thorndike Road in Unity come in and talk a little Chase Toys and talk a little baseball with us. Greg, you got any athletes out here today?
I don't have any out here today, no, but definitely have a few eyeballs open. So, as always.
This one's popped up. Lunt comes in and is going to make the play. Roy, who grounded out to second his first time up, pops up to the third baseman. One away. Tegan Gilpatrick will be the hitter. It's Roy Gilpatrick and Chase Burgess. Here's the Dirigo Beck here, instant replay.
I did enjoy the broadcast you had against Levitt, though, where you had Noah Carpenter out there. Pliable athlete, and realizing that he played both, right? And he was going to play both at UMaine, which is incredible. There aren't many Division I athletes that can do that.
It's funny because I was talking to a couple of friends of mine that know, I work in Lewiston, so, Levitt's nearby there.
Right.
Is a 2-0 pitch. They, when he was having a great year in football, they were talking about how he had a full ride to Maine in baseball, and I was going, and then they started saying, well, he's going to play football too, and it's like, that is a special athlete you got there, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's unreal. I've seen him play baseball now as well, and I mean, he made a play across the diamond from short over at second. I mean, I'm like, well, what do they need a second baseman for? It's unreal. So, great day for baseball, though, no matter where you are.
Yeah, beautiful day. Bulldogs in a battle here with the 15th ranked Gardiner Tigers. 3-1 the count to Gilpatrick. Walked him. Pliable Marketing helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. If you want to play college sports, you need a recruiting video to send to coaches. If you're a sophomore, junior, or senior, don't wait until it's too late. Get ahead of your competition and create your athlete recruiting video now. Pliable loves helping Maine athletes. Learn more at pliablemarketing.com or call 1-707-PLIABLE. Here's Burgess, who singled his first time up. Gardiner scratched out 2 runs last inning on 3 hits to tie this one at 2.
This is a sneaky game for Lawrence. They got to watch out because obviously a tough one there against Skowhegan as they throw back on the runner here. But this is one of those situations where you don't want to drop 2 in a row after the season you've had,
right.
And all of a sudden, you're not kind of locked in. And that was one thing that Corey Pelletier talked about coming in today, being ready for their best game.
Runner goes, throw down by Dostie, and it's wide. It gets away, but Hamlin is there to back it up. Gilpatrick with a stolen base, 3rd stolen base of the day for Gardiner. This is a sneaky team anyways, Greg, in that, I know they've beaten teams with poor records, 2-17 combined, but if you look at their schedule, they've been in every game.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about too. Charlie Lawrence talked about that, is the fact that as this one gets away, the idea that they've been inconsistent. He said they've had stretches during games that they've played extremely well, but there have been stretches where they've played not so well, and that's really been the problem.
Yeah, he was saying the pitching, his consistency with his pitching has really been the struggle.
Yeah, that they're not deep enough.
Oh, it's pop foul. Yeah, I said, is this your ace going today? He goes, yeah. We don't have an ace.
I asked him the same thing. It's funny because we talk about these types of things, and he's got obviously Gage McCrane going here today, and McCrane typically catches, and
it's hit the center field right at. And it's going to drop in for a hit.
Well, that's Roberts there who gets that hit, and that's the thing now. Now you've got runners at the corners here, and all of a sudden here comes to the plate the leadoff hitter again in Farnham, who's already 2 for 2 today, and Gardiner here is in position to try and take the lead all of a sudden. And they may put him on. Yeah.
Might as well, yeah. Set up the
force
play.
So nobody, obviously you get 1 out here. Now they've got it out at any base. That's the strategy. But they got to execute. That's the defense that they've had all year. They've been strong on defense. They're going to have to execute here to keep this a 2-2 game.
White is 1 for 2 with a single last inning and scored a run. There's a strike. You have to wonder how long Coach Pelletier will stick with Hill, being his first outing of the year. He's done well to this point. That ball is hit to left field. Santone camps under it. The runner's going to go. Here comes the throw. Play at the plate. He got him. Santone guns him out to end the inning. Here's the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. A one-hopper to Dosty with the slap tag, and they get him. Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. So, Gardiner doesn't score. They leave him loaded at the end of 3.5. We're tied at 2.
Lane is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonski Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. In addition to softball action, Mesa has organized a cornhole tournament to add an extra layer of excitement to the festivities. Friends and families can team up and compete for bragging rights in this friendly yet competitive game. The tournament isn't just about sports, it's about bringing the community together. Whether you're a die-hard softball fan, a food enthusiast, or someone looking for a weekend of fun, the 18th annual Mesa Triple Play Softball Tournament has something for everyone. Saturday promises a full day of pool games, and Sunday marks the elimination bracket, where teams will battle it out for glory and culminating in the crowning of champions. If you're looking to partner with Mesa for volunteer and fundraising for your group through the tournament, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson at 207-956-0327.
Rick Dougal, Greg Glynn, and Gage Johnson in the Hudamaki Packaging Broadcast Center. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 2. Will be Lunt, Cole Kirian, and Cam Dosty to face Gardiner right-hander Gage McGrain. Dr. Anna Froma is a naturopathic specialist located in Benton. If you're not getting the results you need with your current PCP, call Dr. Anna Froma, now accepting new patients. Call 544-6786 today.
Now this is where the Lawrence offense needs to get going. They got 92 runs coming into this game here today, averaging 9.2 a game. Right now, 2 is just not going to get it done.
And Gardiner, head coach, who said his pitching has been inconsistent, is getting some consistency today from McGrain. Lunt walked and was stranded at third his first time up. Swing and a miss.
Gavin Lunt going to the University of Maine Farmington next year. He'll be studying actuarial science, also named salutatorian of his class.
Okay, you're going to have to explain to me what that is. What kind of science is that?
Important.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a very smart kid.
Inside, ooh, that one looked good. Tough pitch to take, but good carrots for Lunt. It's 2-2.
So actuarial science, actually the discipline that applies mathematical and statistical methods to the systematic observation of natural events.
Oh, he got him looking. He didn't apply anything to that one. That's a strikeout looking.
He's not going to like that stat.
Yeah. It's the first strikeout of the game for McGrain.
Yep.
Here's Kirian, who is 0 for 2, grounded out and was hit by a pitch. The ball's rifled to right field and right at the right field, and he dropped it. I think the ball was kind of tailing into his body there, it looked like.
Yeah, low. It was kind of tailing low, and then I think he was in a kind of position immediately out of the gate of whether or not he was going to charge that ball and make the catch. He kind of went into an awkward slide, and Roberts just wasn't able to come up with it.
Here's Dosty, who reached on an error and scored a run and had a fielder's choice back in the second. Kirian, a threat to run. It's good wheels. Dosty steps out, takes a look down at the sign.
course, we do the Lawrence softball games as well, and Kaylee Elkins, as I like to say, entertaining speed on the bases, one of the most fun players to watch.
Ball is hit to the shortstop. Up with it, throws across to get the out. Kirian moves up to second as he was running on the play.
I was going to say, that's where that speed pays off, right? So he was off with the pitch. They get him over to second. Now that allows him to be in scoring position, and now there's not a force at any base, and that makes it a little bit easier.
Actually, interesting play, because the last time that happened to the shortstop, Farnham, was a hit and run, and Hamlin hit it right where he wasn't.
Yeah.
So 2 outs, and it's up to Frazee. He walked in the second and grounded out in the first. 0 for 1 on the day. Ball is hit to left center field. Center fielder got a great jump and makes the catch easily. So the Bulldogs go down, leave a runner on at second, and at the end of 4, we're tied at 2.
Athlete brand advisor and CEO of Pliable. Are you tired of sending out emails to coaches and never hearing back? One key is sending an athlete recruiting video with your email. Here's how you can learn how to get yours. Visit pliablemarketing.com, take a look at all the athlete recruiting video options, see a sample video, plus frequently asked questions. All you have to do is visit pliablemarketing.com. Let's beat your competition and create your athlete recruiting video today.
Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today at epicview@yahoo.com.
Dougal, Greg Glynn, and Gage Johnson. Zach Hill out for his 5th inning of work. He was helped out by his defense last inning when bases loaded and 1 out, and a fly ball was hit to Maddox Santone, and he gunned out the runner at the plate for a double play to end the inning. Gardiner will send up Zach Reed, Dylan Farnham, and Gage McGrain. Dirigo Veterinary Care, intimate, caring, and the most advanced equipment available in veterinary care are what you will experience at Dirigo Veterinary Care. Dr. Matt Townsend and the team strive to build lasting relationships with you and your pet. Dirigo Veterinary Care, 14 Commons Drive in Waterville, next door to Starbucks, or online at dirigovet.com. The professionals at Family First Funeral Homes, which include Laurie Brothers in Fairfield and Wheeler's Funeral Home in Oakland, will help your family celebrate the lives of loved ones with dignity, respect, and compassion. To learn more, visit them online at lauriebrothers.com. Reed walked and struck out so far in the game. Ball is fouled.
Now, Rick, earlier you mentioned obviously how far Zach Hill is going to go in this game, and when you look at the week that Lawrence has, I think they're going to try and get as many innings out of him as possible. They've got this game today, they've got another one coming up on Wednesday, and another one on Friday.
Yeah, so that even though they have a lot of arms, they're going to want to try to get as many as they can here. Hill kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off that one.
I was going to say that was a good off-speed pitch there from Hill. He's kind of shown that a little bit today, but that was definitely the most prominent pitch he's had right there to try and get that swing.
Here comes the 2-2. Hit to third. In between hop played nicely by Frazee, and he guns him out for the out.
I was going to say, that's a great play there by Frazee. You're right. That was an in-between hop. And especially the other factor is that's right on the edge of the grass. You know, that takes an awkward hop off that lip, and it's going into left field. So really nice defensive play there by Frazee to, again, get the out.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier in the last inning with the right before the double play about how important, how well their defense has been this year and how important it is, and they're showing it today. Ball Ball down low. Here's Farnham. Dylan Farnham, the catcher, is 0 for 2. He popped up to the second baseman and had a fielder's choice in the third. Ball up high.
It's also the twin of the leadoff hitter, Jake Farnham. Both of them are juniors on this Gardiner team. There are 8 juniors, in fact, on this team. There are 3 seniors, but when I talked with Charlie Lawrence, he said they didn't really see a lot of playing time last year.
There is a lot of young talent in this Class B, I've noticed, in the games that I've done so far. I mean, I had Levitt playing Waterville earlier in the season, and the pitcher for Levitt pitched a perfect game, and he's a freshman.
Yep.
It was a 5-inning game, but still.
Yeah.
Farnham takes a strike. It's 3-1. Outside, ball 4.
I'll probably being a little bit careful there with the cleanup hitter, you know, in Farnham. And now they're going to have to deal with Gage McCrane here. And McCrane obviously has been successful here today already with an infield hit. But Lawrence needs to try and get something going here to get out of this inning.
1 out. Runner on at first. And the infield hit plated a run back in the third inning when Gardiner got their 2 runs. We're tied at 2 in the 5th.
Kind of feel like the game's kind of hanging in the balance here. Someone needs to just take it.
Up the middle. Oh, tough hop hitting. Yeah, just 8. Hamlin up. How would you score that, Greg?
Whew, that's tough. He didn't get a piece of it, so I would say it's probably a hit. And it was up the middle. It wasn't directly at him. Right. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be in favor of the player. I was out there one day. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. We'll give him a base hit.
There you go.
First and second, 1 out here. That's going to bring up Roy. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Inside.
Oh, yeah, that hit him.
Hit him?
Yeah, that hit him. Yeah. So now this is what I'm talking about here, Rick, is where Gardiner now has a chance to really put a stronghold on this game. If they can get a base hit, maybe even a double here, they're obviously, now they're going to have Tegan Gilpatrick come up. He's going to be their 7-hitter, but now here's also the discussion for Lawrence. Where do you go from here? Because now you're in the situation where you got the bases loaded, and do you make a pitching change at this point? Trying to win a game against Gardiner, who's not even 500.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying about a busy week, but you got to win the game in front of you.
Yeah,
right?
and now I think that's become the point here, right? Is so now that he's gotten into some trouble, now it gets serious.
Yeah,
now It's like, okay, we can't afford to have any more innings. We'll see what they do here. Looks like they're going to keep him in there at least for now.
He's going to stick with him.
But yeah, you're right, absolutely. Here, I think that this in my mind, this is probably where I make the change. If I've got to bring in somebody that can maybe try to shut this down. But they are going to face here the 7, 8, 9 guys, so maybe that's what he's thinking.
Well, the infield is in on the corners a little bit. By Lunt actually is in. But they're going to play at double play depth up the middle. No place to put him, though. Hill's got to throw strikes. And Gilpatrick is 0 for 1 on the day. He walked his last time up and stole a base. Way up high.
Now, this is also a time when you rely on Cameron Dosty. So I think he's one of the best catchers in the KVAC. He's a great athlete. Watch what he's going to have to do here. If they come home, he's going to have to be ready and possibly go down to first.
Ball 3-0. No place to put him. Bases juiced. Gilpatrick, I'm sure, will be taking a couple here.
And this is where a strike keeps Hill in the game.
There's a strike. Dosty with a fake down to third. And Farnham goes flying back into third. Great hitters count here. 3-1. Ground ball to short. Hamlin up with it. Throws to second for 1. Over to first. Did they get him? No. Safe. So Gardiner gets the go-ahead run as Farnham scores on the fielder's choice to make it 3-2. But I guess you probably take that, right, Greg? I mean,
yeah, I mean, I think they might have. Gosh, it was close at first, but I think they'll take that trade off. They can hit. We know that. I think they've got to be careful here, though. This is kind of where I'm saying Gardiner can kind of take a stronghold. Is if they can get this 2-run advantage, that makes it a lot different ball game.
Chase Burgess is 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles, and he stole a base. You want to be a little bit careful with him, but he is the number 8 hitter, so you got to go at him.
Yeah, that's where this could get away from Lawrence here. I think they got to go at him.
The ball is hit to left center field, and center fielder comes in and makes the play to end the inning, but Gardiner scratches out another run to take the lead 3-2 after 4.5. Back after this.
Go. Introducing Polaris Sportsman with Ride Command. Smart tech that displays your location and keeps track of friends even without cell service, so you can explore more of the great outdoors. Polaris, think outside.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity, your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729. CrossFit 137 is where everyday people can do constantly varied functional movements at high intensity. The workout is set to the person's current fitness level, which includes no fitness experience at all. Our philosophy is progress, not perfection. Our community is all-inclusive, always supportive, and we have lots of fun. Stop by CrossFit 137 at 295 Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville, or call 680-6785.
Dougal, Greg Glynn, and Gage Johnson in the Hudamaki Packaging Broadcast Center. In the bottom of the 5th, the Bulldogs led it 2-0 at one point in this game, and Gardiner has scratched back to take a 3-2 lead here into the 5th. Bulldogs will have 4, 5, 6, Maddox Santone, Mike Hamlin, and Gavin Wilson to face Gage McGrain, who's had a nice outing so far, Greg.
Yeah, I agree, and I think this is where I'm talking about the opportunity here for Lawrence to take this game back. They've got, as you said, you're looking at your 4, 5, 6 hitters. Try to get something going, first batter up, make something happen. Try to get at least that first run, and then you've got the rest of your lineup to try and kind of add on some insurance, because Gardiner right now feels like they're hanging around, and you don't want that much longer.
Yeah, the longer a lesser team hangs around a really good team, the more they believe they can win.
Yep.
Santone had an RBI single back in the 1st and flew out to right field in the 2nd.
Good one going on, by the way, over at the softball field. 4-4 between Lawrence and Gardiner over there as well. That one's in the top of the 6th.
Fouled straight back by Santone. Hannaford's hiring for all positions and offers flexible schedules for those leading an active life. Applying is easy. Just go to hannaford.com and apply today. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to short. Shortstop up with it. Throws across the diamond and gets him.
Good play there. A little closer than I thought that Farnham thought it might have been. Good speed down the line there by Santone.
Here's Hamlin, who was 1 for 2 on the day. Had a beautiful, perfectly placed hit-and-run single in the 1st inning that set the Bulldogs up in business to score their first run, and then grounded out in the 3rd. Actually popped out.
Yeah, that was a frustrating foul ball for him. I remember that one. He hit it over by the first base side out of fair territory and felt like he didn't get his money's worth.
0-1 the count. McGrain kicks and deals. Down low. Good stop by the catcher.
And that's not to be overlooked either, right? The
No.
fact that Farnham's got to make that play from, behind the plate here. And he's been an athletic catcher here as well for Gardiner today.
Ball is hit to the right side. Second baseman, charity hop. Gavin White gets him. Quickly 2 outs here in the 5th.
Yeah, we've talked about this here at Lawrence where you could herd sheep behind home plate. There's a lot of real estate back there, especially as we get later into this game. A pass ball can be absolutely detrimental.
I'll tell you, I've seen some horrendous catching this year. Not here, but I've seen some bad catching. There's a strike. My buddy Larry is umpire, softball umpire. He was a catcher. And we were arguing one day about, because he's, going to be lean on the side of a catcher. He said, anytime it's in the dirt, that's a wild pitch. And I said, come on. I mean, yes, if it's a hard play, but I've seen some times where some games this year where catchers got to make that play. 1-1 the count. Grounded back to the pitcher, McGreen. Easy play, 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers. We go to the top of the 6th. Gardiner looking to pull the upset here, leading 3-2.
Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711. Central Maine is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonskee Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. This highly anticipated event promises not only thrilling softball matches across various age groups, but also a feast of delicious food from multiple food truck vendors and a fun-filled cornhole tournament for all attendees. For nearly 2 decades, Mesa has been a beacon of softball excellence, nurturing young talent and fostering a love for the sport among the community. One of the highlights of this year's tournament is the array of food truck vendors ready to tantalize your taste buds and satisfy cravings. From savory delights to sweet treats, attendees can indulge in a gastronomic adventure. If you're looking to partner with Mesa for volunteer or fundraising for your group through the tournament, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson, 207-956-0327.
Greg Glenn and Gage Johnson in the Houtamaki Packaging Broadcast Center. Some changes out there, Greg?
Absolutely. Take a look at the new pitcher. Maddox Santone comes in on the mound. An important piece here for the Bulldogs. They try and have a shutdown inning just like Gardiner did. You get Riley Leary going out to left. So simple switch here for the Bulldogs and see what they can do here to try and send down the Gardiner Tigers.
We're in the top of the 6th. The Gardiner leads it 3-2. Ball 1. Dana Roberts, the right fielder, will be the hitter. He's 1 for 2 with a single back in the 4th inning. It'll be Roberts, and then back to the top, Farnham. There's a swing and a miss. Santone pumps it up a notch. You definitely don't want to be too careful with this guy. The game that Farnham's had, Jake Farnham, been on base all 3 times. He's 2 for 2, 2 stolen bases.
And we close the line there on Zach Hill with 3 runs, 5 hits total, 8 left on base, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks.
Yeah, good outing for your first outing, first time you started a game. It's fouled at the plate. Count goes to 2-2 on Roberts.
It's the number 9 hitter here. They want to get off to a good start here in this inning and trying to find the plate right now.
Full count. For Maddox Santone, a familiar role for him as he is a starter, has been a starter this year, but last year had a lot of times coming in to close game. He gets him swinging.
That was a good gas right there, yeah. Outside part of the plate there. You can see there the difference, right, between the two pitchers. We talked about, obviously, Hill, good performance from him, but that right there is the difference, being able to get that batter, and then that shuts down, them getting the leadoff guy on.
You just saw the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay. Just straight gas on the outside corner. There's another strike. Here's Farnham. Jake Farnham, the shortstop, is 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 stolen bases, and has scored a run. Filling up the stat sheet today. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled at the plate.
One of the things I look at, too, is momentum in a game, and the fact that, obviously, Maddox Santone, everyone's pretty comfortable with him coming in. I think you almost can sense it already a little bit from Lawrence, is let's go, let's get this one, and then let's go try and get the lead here in the bottom half.
Here comes the 0-2. Down and away, 1-2.
And not a lot of runs for this Tigers team this year. They've only scored 49 runs coming into this game here today. An average of 8 per game, but this has been a low-scoring affair between these two teams that typically average over 8 runs a game.
Grounded right back to Santone. Quickly 2 outs. So you said that the Bulldogs have scored over 90 runs and Gardiner scored like close
49,
to 50?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Major difference, right? There's the difference in the two teams and their seasons.
Yeah, no question.
But having themselves a low-scoring affair here today and hanging around.
Here's White, who is 1 for 3 on the day. As a strike as Santone pops the mitt. He struck out looking in the first, singled and scored in the third, and then flew out into the double play in the fourth. Ball outside, 1-1. Yeah, really is, Hill's first outing. He pitched out of a couple of big jams, that double play was huge.
Yeah, he showed good poise for sure.
Ball's lifted to center. Actually right center, and Littlefield's going to come in, calls everyone off. For the out, 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-2 Gardiner.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
For more than 50 years, Kennebec Valley Community College has trained the people of Maine to enter high-demand, well-paying jobs. KVCC's cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art facilities ensure that our graduates are some of the most sought after in Maine. With our already low tuition and the free community college program for recent graduates, KVCC students join the workforce with little to no student loan debt. For more information, please visit us online at kvcc.me.edu or call 453-5822.
Field, Rick Dougal, Greg Glenn, and Gage Johnson. In the Hudamaki Packaging Broadcast Center, the Bulldogs will send Leary, Braden Littlefield, and Lunt. Leary went into the game for Zach Hill last inning. Ball up high. Trailing 3-2 here, so 7-8-9 to face McGrain. Gage McGrain has pitched a heck of a game for Gardiner. Ball up high, 2-0.
Oh, and how about this too, Rick? When you think about it, the Bulldogs coming off their lowest run total of the year in that 11-1 loss on Friday to Skowhegan, and now with only 2 runs here in this one through nearly the 6th.
Ball is hammered right to the third baseman. Leary hit it right on the button, but Just allowed out, yeah. Actually, it's what?
That's
Three runs in 12 innings?
Yeah.
Or 11 innings?
Yep, very un-Bulldog-like this year.
It's going to bring up Braden Littlefield. He's flown out to the right fielder and to the center fielder, 0 for 2 on the day. Ball up high. Yeah, you know, you come into a game like this where, you know, you lose that game to Scout. You're going to go, well, now we got this team that has, you know, won 4 games against really weak opponents. We should be able to just throw our bats out there and win. That's not the case.
Well, it's kind of like, I know you're a big football guy, right? It's like when you have the NFL schedule and you look at teams on your schedule and you're like, all right, we're going to really amp ourselves up for this one. Oh, yeah, we got this team. We're not going to worry about them. And then all of a sudden you're overlooking.
Right.
I think this may have been one of those situations.
Ball up high. Gavin Lunt waits on deck.
Yeah, because you look at their schedule. I mean, it's certainly going to get a little harder here with Oceanside. They've got Winslow. They got another game against Oceanside. And then Nokomis and Mount Blue to finish the year.
Ball is hammered. Base hit by Littlefield. He's been hitting it on the button. No, it gets by the center fielder. Going to go all the way to the fence. Littlefield takes a turn, but he'll stay right at second base. A single and an error for Braden Littlefield.
Now, that may be what Lawrence needs right now. You know, a little bit of that luck out there in the outfield takes a bad hop, and that gets him an extra base. Now he's in scoring position. Here you go. Obviously, you know, coming to bat here for Lawrence as they try and continue to get this, you know, offense going. Trevor Pellerin going to come in as a pinch hitter.
Lunt was 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out his last time up and walked in the second. So let's see if Pellerin can get something going here. Good lead at second by Littlefield. He's the tying run. Ball gets away. He's going to try to go to third, and the catcher struggles coming up with it. It wasn't a very quick jump by Littlefield, but I think the catcher, Farnham, couldn't find the ball. I think he was trying to grab it to throw him out, but he just couldn't get the
There were actually two things that went on there. You're absolutely right. Littlefield actually tripped a little bit in his secondary lead once he saw the ball get away. He kind of slowed up a little bit. Then when the catcher went to get it, Farnham juggled it, so that almost made up for what happened with Littlefield.
There's a strike, 1-1.
So kind of a bizarre sequence there where Littlefield ends up on third. And now a chance here to try and tie the game.
Infield in a little bit.
Yeah, they'll bring him in at the corners here.
There's a bunt. Littlefield going to try to score, and he is going to be out at the plate.
Oh, that's a real close play because Littlefield looked like he tried to get his arm in there underneath.
Let's see the Derigo Vet Care instant replay. And it looked like the catcher blocked the plate. I don't know. I can't tell from that angle. But Gardiner gets the out.
Oof.
The bunt was a little bit hard by Pelletier. It took a nice hop to McGrain. He just like shovel passed it to the catcher. But they get the out. Now 2 outs.
Yeah,
and
that
runner on at first.
That bunt by Pellerin, you're kind of thinking you want to get that down either the third or the first base line. It did kind of, as this one popped up, out of play, is going to be, you really want to get it down one of the lines because that's where the longer run is going to have to come from one of those infielders at first or third. Instead, it goes back to the mound. That's an easier play and a pretty straightforward play to make. That's probably the difference in being safe or out.
Right. Runner goes. Farnham with the throw down. Not going to be in time. And Pellerin, representing the tying run, is in scoring position now for Cole Kirian.
I was going to say, Pellerin with some good wheels there, getting down to second. He was well ahead of that throw. And now you can see why he's probably in there when you think about, Gavin Lunt. He doesn't have that speed. And so being able to get down to second like that now puts him in scoring position. Again, a chance here to try and tie the game.
Can Kirian come up with a clutch hit? Ball up and in.
I really like that coaching move there by Corey Pelletier. When you think about it and you put the puzzle pieces together, that's exactly what he was probably going for. And now he's got, obviously, Dosty on deck, one of their really good hitters as well. Needs something here out of Quirian.
Fouled. Out of play, 2-2 the count. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Gardiner with the lead. Lawrence jumped on top 1-0 in the first. They got a run in the second to make it 2-0, and they have not scored since. McGrain steps off. Gardiner scored 2 to tie it in the 4th and then got 1 in the 5th to take the lead. Down and away, 3-2. Cam Dostie waits on deck for the Bulldogs. Will he get a chance with 2 outs here? Ball is hit to left center field. Center fielder camps under it and makes the play. Gardiner gets out of a tough inning to keep the lead 3-2 as we go to the top of the 7th. Back after this.
Laundromat is conveniently located at 10 Skowhegan Road in Fairfield. Our touchless automatic car wash is now available. We use the latest technology to provide a thorough and efficient cleaning of your vehicle. Discount packages now available. Come visit us today and give your car the love it deserves. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Recover 180 has organic hydration for today's athlete. Recover 180 sports drink improves performance and recovery before, during, and after training. Low-calorie, rapid rehydration, and it's certified USDA organic. That's what sets Recover 180 apart from the crowded sports drink category. Learn more at drinkrecover.com. Recover 180, proudly distributed by Valley Beverage.
Dougal, Greg Glenn, and Gage Johnson in the Houtamaki Packaging Broadcast Center. A quick-moving ball game. We go to the top of the 7th. Gardiner with a 3-2 lead over Lawrence. A great opportunity squandered by the Bulldogs in that bottom of the 6th, Greg.
Yeah, they're going to need to get, obviously, the good defense they've had this year. They've got Maddox Antone on the hill now after coming into the game last inning. He's going to need another shutdown inning here as he'll have to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters for Gardiner.
Here's Reed. Reed is 0 for 2 with a walk. Ignite bars are keto-friendly protein bars, perfect for athletes on the go, whether it's before practice or on the way to class. Grab an Ignite bar. The bars are used by high school and college athletes, including Maddie Niles and Alyssa Bork. Right now, you can use the promo code AlyssaB10 to save 10% on your order. Don't get hungry, get ignited. Visit ignitebars.com.
Bulldogs hoping they have some bars there on the bench to ignite that offense here in the bottom of the 7th, give themselves a chance.
Swing and a miss. Boy, when Santone has been able to hit that outside corner, he's been nasty down there with some gas, too.
Yep. He's tough to face.
And him and Dostie are not on the same page. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration is a family-owned and operated business founded in 2002. They have a wide range of services that include heavy truck and trailer repair, chassis repair, refrigeration, and mobile AC truck and trailer maintenance, plus trailer sales. Located at 1020 Albion Road in Unity, or call them at 948-5700. Outside corner, strike 2.
Keeping Bulldogs fans up to date on the softball action over at the Diamond. They go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 6-6 right now, Lawrence and Gardiner. Good one over there as well.
Swing and a miss. He got him.
There's a great pitch, and that's really what Santone can do. He can fool you there and get the fastball going toward the outside of the plate, and that's exactly what he does right there to sit down Zach Reed for the first out of the inning.
Second strikeout for Santone. Here comes Dylan Farnham. Farnham 0 for 2 with a walk, scored the go-ahead run back in the 5th inning. There's a strike. We're in the top of the 7th. The Gardiner Tigers looking to pull the big upset. Outside corner, strike 2. Dixon's Country Market, No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins on the Neck Road in Benton. Check out their Facebook page for their daily specials. Order ahead. Call 453-9547. Popped up. Santone has a bead on it. And Lunt makes a diving catch.
Well, that's a great play there by Lunt. I think you look at who was going to make that play, right? And you've got Dostie coming from behind the plate, going to be a tougher play from him. And then Lunt coming inward from first, able to make that catch and call him off. And that's an important out, obviously, here in this top of the 7th.
You saw the Dirigo Vet Care instant replay, a great diving stab. Actually, it would have been a very tough play for Dostie and a long run for Santone. Might have been able to get there, but Lunt comes up with it. Ball outside. 2 down here in the 7th. It's going to bring up McGrain.
I was going to say, don't forget about the wind factor here today, too. Pretty gusty out here and blowing toward us here in the press box. So, tough play.
McGrain is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Ball is hit up the middle. Kirian scoops it up, throws him out. Well, let's see what the Bulldogs have left in the tank. They trail 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Back after this.
Message is for you. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win $1,000 in free advertising from Epic View Studios, the leader in local live streaming. Just scan the code with your camera app on your smartphone and fill in the information. Good luck and thanks for watching from Epic View Studios. Central Maine is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonskee Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. This year's tournament marks another milestone in this legacy, bringing together teams from across the region, from as far away as New Brunswick, Canada, all the way to New York, to compete in a spirit of camaraderie and sportsmanship. With various venues across Fairfield, Waterville, Winslow, Sydney, and Oakland set to witness the clash of young softball talents. This event promises a thrilling display of skill, determination, and sportsmanship. One of the highlights of this year's tournament is the array of food truck vendors ready to tantalize your taste buds and satisfy cravings. From savory delights to sweet treats, attendees can indulge in a gastronomic adventure. Participating vendors include 207 Foodies, Riley's Wish, M&M's Ice Cream, I'd Wrap That, Pork's Barbecue Pit LLC, Nate and Ollie's Ice Cream, and many more, ensuring there's something for every palate. For more information, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson at 207-956-0327.
Greg Glynn and Gage Johnson. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bulldogs trailing 3-2. They'll send Cam Dostie, Jacob Frazee, and Maddox Santone. Ball is hit to the right side, and the second baseman makes the play, throws to first, and gets him. The good news for Gardiner there is Cam Dostie was running. He doesn't have great speed, the big fella. But a nice play by the second baseman of Gardiner.
Yeah, Gavin White with a great play. He was rolling to his toward the first base side there and kind of lost his balance, and then did a little bit of a rolling somersault, got up and was able to at least chuck it over to first.
Yes, Frazee pops it foul and out of play. Frazee is 0 for 2 with a walk. One out here in the 7th. Bulldogs trail by 1. They led 2-0 at one point in this game. And the bats have gone silent.
Yeah, led 2-0 after 2 innings, and then it was the 3rd inning that, got Gardiner back in it. They tied it at 2, and then they took the lead in the 5th. That's where we are here, 3-2, bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs need a run.
Ball is hit towards the second baseman. It's going to get through for a base hit.
Going to say it was going to be the Gavin White inning if he was able to make that play, but that was a tougher one to go to his backhand there and try and make that play. gets through all the way out in the outfield, and now that gives the Bulldogs some life here.
Just the 4th hit of the game off McGrain, who's pitched a heck of a ball game. It's going to bring up Santone. He had an RBI single back in the first and has flown out and grounded out. 1 for 3 on the day. Now, if you coach Pelletier, do you send Frazee? He's got fairly good speed.
Decent speed over there at first. Pretty careful lead. This one may fall in.
It's popped towards the second baseman, ranges over and makes a nice play. He had a long way to go as he was playing him up the middle.
The wind also, by the way there, Rick, not blowing as strong. I thought if the wind could have caught that, it might have fell in there and shallow right, but great play there again by Gavin White. He's got both out so far this inning.
It's going to bring up Hamlin, who's 1 for 3 on the day. He singled back in the first. Up and in, 1-0. Boy, I almost take a chance here and send the runner. Get him in scoring position. Doesn't have much of a lead, though. The ball is hammered to left field. But the left fielder settles in and makes the play, and the Tigers have upset the Bulldogs here, the 15th ranked Gardiner Tigers, and they're celebrating like they just won the World Series.
An impressive victory for sure. You know, to take down a team that's 9-1 and everybody talking about them, getting a lot of the headlines. And, well, Gardiner found a way here today, and they got a good pitching performance. I think that's the big piece here for Gardiner. We talked about from the top of the broadcast is that they just haven't been able to get the pitching. They got it today. Gage McCrane goes the distance in this one and holds Lawrence to 2 runs.
We'll take a break and come back with our Hammond Lumber post-game show and our post-game awards right after this.
Rebroadcast, retransmission, or distribution of the following presentation without the express written consent of Epic View Studios is strictly prohibited.
Looking for a new job or seasonal work? Hutamaki in Waterville is now hiring, starting at $21.87 per hour. Join Hutamaki, a company that prides itself in food safety and convenience. Start your career with our newly enhanced benefits package. Hutamaki is a company that cares about its people and sustainability. Hutamaki Incorporated are the makers of Chinet. Bring your family to ours and join the Hutamaki team. For more information, visit hutamaki.com or scan the QR code below.
Greg Glynn and Gage Johnson in the Hutamaki Packaging Broadcast Center. Tigers, the Gardiner Tigers, come in and get the upset win, 3-2 over the Bulldogs. You're watching the post-game show brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire and online at hammondlumber.com. The Bulldogs took the lead 1-0 in the first inning on an RBI single by Maddox Santone and then scored a run in the second to make it 2-0, and then that was it for the Bulldogs. Gardiner came back with 2 runs in the third to tie it at 2, and then they got it scratched out a run in the fifth, and Gage McGrain made it stand up, and Gardiner comes away with the victory. Let's do our precision play of the game first. That's brought to you by Chase Toys, where they only have precision brands like Polaris ATVs, Skidoo snowmobiles, Lynx snowmobiles, Climb apparel, plus Toro and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. See what's available on the Thorndike Road in Unity or online at chasetoysinc.com.
And our precision play of the game is going to go to Gavin Lunt, the play down the first base side when the Bulldogs were hanging around trying to come back in this game with a diving catch that ends up being the precision play of the game.
And our player of the game is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company with 22 locations across Maine, New Hampshire, and online at hammondlumber.com.
Yeah, you take a look at the player of the game. Well, you got to go with the pitcher on the hill today, Gage McCrane, as he gets through this one, only allowing 2 runs against a very good Lawrence offense. As you take a look at what he did today, I think that was probably the most impressive performance from any player overall, and obviously to be able to get the win is big for him and for the team as you look at the fact that he only allows 5 hits total in the game and really goes on to the victory here because of his performance. And you look at how many strikeouts he had. He didn't have that many strikeouts, right? So it wasn't an overpowering performance. As a matter of fact, only 1 strikeout that I had in the game here for him. And again, a very impressive performance. And limited the walks. You know, that's something we've talked about with pitching this year is you start walking people, you're going to start to have some trouble. And he really did a nice job of limiting his walks. Only had 3 on the day.
Gardiner has remaining schedule this week. They got Morse and then Lincoln Academy, where Lawrence.
Yep, they've got Oceanside coming up. Then they've got Winslow. That one will be on the road. That's on Friday. And then they've got Oceanside at home on the 20th. And, of course, we will have their next game coming up for you as you look at the schedule. The next home game is going to be that game against Oceanside on May 20th. We'll have it for you right here in Epic View Studios.
So, again, your final score here. Gardiner comes in, pulls the upset over the Bulldogs 3-2 with the victory. For Gage Johnson and Greg Glynn, I'm Rick Dougal. Have a great day, everybody.
4 Western Avenue in Fairfield, your one-stop shop for gas, food, beverages, and lottery tickets. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win a $20 gift card at Dow's.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Naturopathic medicine is a well-established system of medicine that works to achieve optimal health by striving to identify underlying causes of illness to help the body heal itself. A whole-body approach is taken to diagnose, prevent, and treat both acute and chronic conditions. A naturopathic doctor is a licensed specialist who works with patients to remove obstacles to their health, stimulate self-healing, strengthen weakened systems, use natural substances to restore, and prescribe pharmaceuticals as needed. Modalities used as treatment include therapeutic nutrition, stress management and education, vitamin and mineral supplementation, botanical medicine, and other dietary supplements. Each plan is individual as the doctor and patient work together to create their treatment plans. Conditions commonly treated include allergies, digestive issues, fatigue, chronic pain, sleep complaints, thyroid conditions, and hypertension. Contact Dr. Anna Froman in Benton and now in Brunswick, Maine to make your next appointment. 207-544-6786.
Hammond Lumber Company is looking for great people to join their team. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com.
Hannaford, your hometown grocery store, is hiring for all positions. Competitive pay, opportunity to advance, and much more. Apply online at hannaford.com and look for the job openings link. Aquarius Pools and Spa, 224 Augusta Road in Winslow. You deserve this. Northeast Truck and Refrigeration is a family-owned and operated business that was founded in 2002. We have a wide range of services, including heavy truck and trailer repair, chassis repair, refrigeration, and mobile AC, truck and trailer maintenance and trailer sales. Located at 1020 Albion Road in Unity. No matter what you're craving, Dixon's has your fixins. On the Neck Road in Benton. Check out our Facebook page for our daily specials.
Sure, there's more than one way to get the job done, but sometimes there's really no comparison. With all the power and versatility you'll ever need, you'll get more done in a day with Polaris.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity, your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa here. Whether you're working hard in school or working hard at the gym, you need a snack that works for you. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for Ignite Bars. Their keto-friendly protein bars are great on the way to practice or before class. You can visit ignitebars.com and use discount code ALYSSAB10, that's ALYSSAB10 at checkout and save 10%. Don't get hungry, get ignited.
Central Maine is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonskee Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. In addition to softball action, Mesa has organized a cornhole tournament to add an extra layer of excitement to the festivities. Friends and families can team up and compete for bragging rights in this friendly yet competitive game. The tournament isn't just about sports, it's about bringing the community together. Whether you're a die-hard softball fan, a food enthusiast, or someone looking for a weekend of fun, the 18th annual Mesa Triple Play Softball Tournament has something for everyone. Saturday promises a full day of pool games, and Sunday marks the elimination bracket, where teams will battle it out for glory and culminating in the crowning of champions. If you're looking to partner with Mesa for volunteer and fundraising for your group through the tournament, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson at 207-956-0327.
I'm Greg Glynn, athlete brand advisor and CEO of Pliable. Are you tired of sending out emails to coaches and never hearing back? One key is sending an athlete recruiting video with your email. Here's how you can learn how to get yours. Visit pliablemarketing.com, take a look at all the athlete recruiting video options, see a sample video, plus frequently asked questions. All you have to do is visit pliablemarketing.com. Let's beat your competition and create your athlete recruiting video today.
Ready to grow your business to an epic level? Place your business ad here on this live broadcast. Contact the staff at Epic View Studios for a custom marketing plan that will directly market your business to our local community. We have a variety of budget-friendly plans that will fit your needs. Email the staff at Epic View Studios today at epicview@yahoo.com.
Grab life by the bars and see how far you can go. Introducing Polaris Sportsman with Ride Command. Smart tech that displays your location and keeps track of friends even without cell service, so you can explore more of the great outdoors. Polaris, think outside.
Chase Toys Inc. on the Thorndike Road in Unity, your one-stop shop for Skidoo snowmobiles, Climb outerwear, Polaris ATVs, and Husqvarna lawn and garden equipment. Visit them online at chasetoysinc.com. Follow Chase Toys Inc. on Facebook and give Josh or Brian a call today at 948-5729. CrossFit 137 is where everyday people can do constantly varied functional movements at high intensity. The workout is set to the person's current fitness level, which includes no fitness experience at all. Our philosophy is progress, not perfection. Our community is all-inclusive, always supportive, and we have lots of fun. Stop by CrossFit 137 at 295 Kennedy Memorial Drive in Waterville or call 680-6785. Today's game is sponsored by NEL Analytical, located at 227 China Road in Winslow, Maine's largest laboratory services provider. NEL Analytical, offers complete laboratory services including water, environmental testing, and analysis in chemistry and microbiology, as well as custom and standard media manufacturing services. Call NEL Analytical today for all of your testing needs at 873-7711. Central Maine is buzzing with excitement as the Messalonskee Area Youth Softball Association gears up to host its 18th annual softball tournament from June 21st to June 23rd. This highly anticipated event promises not only thrilling softball matches across various age groups, but also a feast of delicious food from multiple food truck vendors and a fun-filled cornhole tournament for all attendees. For nearly 2 decades, Mesa has been a beacon of softball excellence, nurturing young talent and fostering a love for the sport among the community. One of the highlights of this year's tournament is the array of food truck vendors ready to tantalize your taste buds and satisfy cravings. From savory delights to sweet treats, attendees can indulge in a gastronomic adventure. If you're looking to partner with Mesa for volunteer or fundraising for your group through the tournament, contact Mesa President Jeremiah Johnson, 207-956-0327.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.